Hello, everyone, from our digital studio, News Channel 3. Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a live YouTube and Facebook update. Hope everybody's having a good Monday evening. Hope you survived the frigid weekend that we had. Wow, really cold air. Close to a record low temperature. You remember we tied a record low 1 week ago. 1 week ago today, we tied a record low. Chris, hello to you. Enjoying it in Coopersville, I'm sure. So tied a record last Monday on the 8th. And then yesterday morning, Sunday, a low of 2 degrees. The record low for Kalamazoo was, I believe it was -2. So we didn't get there, but doggone close. I'm sure that this would have probably put us in the top 5% maybe, or even less than that, of cold temperatures for the day. So as we look ahead here, hold on here, I got to move something. I'm getting a notification. There we go. As we move ahead here, you can see what I have in the headlines for us. Hello to you, K&N. I am doing well. I hope you are too. Thanks for being here as always. Appreciate it very much. How about some sun? We had some today, and I think we're going to have some tomorrow, and I think we're going to have some on Wednesday too. It actually looks like a fairly quiet weather pattern. But pretty soon, things are going to start to change up for us. Let the warm-up begin. How about it, right? I mean, it has been a while. Well, we had one day on the 10th of December that was above freezing. So we've only had 2 days, back-to-back. Last Tuesday, last Wednesday, 34, 37. So we've only had 2 days this month so far that have been above freezing, only 2. And I think going back to Thanksgiving, I think those might be the only 2. Oh, hold on. I think I have the page right here that has all that information. I should not have opened that can of worms without having the answer, and I didn't bring that sheet with me. Anyway, it's going to be a trivia question tonight about how many times we've been above freezing since Thanksgiving. We are in for the warmest stretch of weather easily that we've had since Thanksgiving. I believe it was the day before Thanksgiving. I think the high was 49. And that was it. We crashed the next day, and we've been sort of down ever since. Richard, hello to you. Hey, thanks for watching there in Wyoming. I'm assuming you're meaning Wyoming, or Wyoming, Michigan, the Grand Rapids suburb. I'm assuming you're talking about Wyoming, not Big Sky Country. That's Montana. You're going to have to give me Wyoming's state motto. Pam, hello to you. Good evening. Carla from West Portage. Yeah, the wind makes it really nasty out there. And we're going to have much warmer air, or a lot of wind coming in with those changes. You know, this time of year, especially anytime we have big changes, typically is accompanied by some strong wind. And that's what's going to happen later this week. Mr. GR is in the house. Thanks for being here. Melody, can't wait for the warmer weather. I don't know if I'd call it warmer, but you're right. Antho, hello to you. Always, I hope you have I know that you have a big snowblower there in Whitehall. So I'm sure you're ready to go. So cold out there today for sure, Joanne, with single-digit wind chills. Craig, you've had enough. Needs to warm up. Amber, hello to you in Hudsonville. Dawn, hello. Bernice, good evening to you. Hello to you. Lily, heat wave coming. Molly, hello. Let the warm-up begin, right? Warmer, windy, and wet. I'm going to say that the weather over the next few days will be brought to us by the letter W, with some up and down temps on the way. Now, all the shenanigans, all the weather shenanigans don't really start tomorrow. They're really sort of going to start to pick up on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, we'll have some weather shenanigans here. Our bus stop forecast for tomorrow, it's going to be cold, but cold is a relative term. Is it going to be 2 degrees like we had yesterday morning? No. Is it going to be in the single digits like I believe we had this morning? No. Saturday morning was 12, so 15 is actually an improvement. Bernice, chilly outside for sure. Ben, hey, I saw that you did all 5 of those lakes. Good for you. In 13 hours, 37 minutes. That's pretty good, considering you're not able to teleport or do some Star Trek, whatever that was, transporting. Good for you. I saw that. You're a brave soul. I don't know if I could do that. That's pretty good. Ben, by the way, what we're talking about here is, I believe it was Saturday, right? Ben traveled to all 5 Great Lakes and took a dip in all 5 of them. I don't know what was harder, taking a dip in all 5 of those cold lakes. I saw that you said Lake Michigan was the toughest, or making that trip going from Ontario to Erie to Michigan to Huron to Superior, not necessarily in that order, but in that time frame. Good for you, and glad that you're safe. Lori, good evening to you. Hello in Galesburg. David, send away this Grinch Christmas forecast. I got to tell you, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. Right now, it might be somewhat Grinch-worthy, but we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. Jeanette, hello to you. Chilly in cold water. Courtney, hello to you. And Marshall, thanks for being here. Laura, hello. And Amber, is this weekend going to be snowy? Yeah, not snowy. Remember, snowy's a relative term too. Do I think we'll see some snow on the weekend? I think we could see some on Saturday. Not a great chance. If you're talking snowy as in like, oh, whoa, it's a snowy weekend, I don't think it's going to be like that. No. Devin, hello to you. Kathy in Coldwater. Another Kathy, not in Coldwater. Hello to you. Thanks so much. Bitter cold. Oh, man. I won't do that again, Ben. You can check it off your bucket list, right? It's going to be 2 feet of dumping after the holiday. All right, we'll see what we can come up with there, David. All right, let's talk bus stop forecast. Tomorrow morning, mix of sun and clouds, 15 degrees. Wind chills probably single digits to around 10. Heading home, mix of sun and clouds. I'll call it partly sunny, and 33 degrees. I don't know, Ben. It's still too far out. Look, I don't like going that far out for reasons that we've discussed here ad nauseum, I guess you could say, right? That is consistency over time equals confidence. And, a 10-day window out there is like, there's so much that can change. And you know that. You're very well aware of that. And so right now, it looks like there is the potential there that we might not have snow for Christmas and maybe even have some warmer temperatures. But right now, that is highly speculative, I would say. Right? Jim, hello to you in BC. Chesterland, Ohio. Robert. 55 on Thursday. Whoa, there you go. We're not going to get that warm, buddy. We are going to get in I'd say low to mid 40s. I'd say mid 40s are within reach. All right, so there's your bus stop forecast. Let's move on. Let's see what we got next. Right now, I want you to know temperatures are in the teens to low to mid 20s. You can definitely see the effect from warmer Lake Michigan. It's warmed things up a bit in South Haven, Holland, Muskegon. When you get away from that influence, you have more of those upper teens. But if you take Allegan, Grand Rapids, Ionia, even throw Big Rapids in there, go all the way down to Indiana, Sturgis, and Coldwater, it's a pretty narrow range in the mid to upper teens. How about our feels like temperature? There's not a heck of a lot of wind out there, thankfully, but enough to have those wind chills down into the single digits. Denise, hello to you in BC. Thank you so much. Katie, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. There you go. I think it would be a travesty if we had this much snow. I think at News Channel 3, we're above 25 inches now, I think, for the season. And all this cold air, and we end up with a warm Christmas. Now, that would be a travesty. Too early to make that call. Too early to make that call. There you go. Oh, cool. Oh, there's so much to do down there, K&M. Let's look at high temps here. Okay, this goes to Sunday when we were down at 19. But look at all those dots in the blue zone. I remember in the summer, it just seemed like we were just destined to be constantly warmer than average, right? All of those dots were in the red zone. But as you see, really going back to Thanksgiving, if you were to extend this out further, we have been in the blue zone. And a quick read on those, the blue dots sort of give an indication to how much below average, in this case, because it's blue, our high temperature was on each of those days. If you want to see the raw numbers, where you can see where it says low temp, those are those big black numbers, 28, 30, 30, 27. And then the number below that is how much of a variance that is from average. So December the 1st, the high was 28. We were 13 degrees below average for the high temperature. And you see how we have been in the blue zone here consistently. Actually, like I said, if you were to stretch that back into late November, for quite a long time. Let's look at what's on the way for us. We're on a warming trend here starting tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Thursday, how about some mid 40s coming with not snow, but some rain. So there'll be some melting there. I don't think it's going to melt everything. And then we have a cold front coming through. And that's when we're talking about the big plunge on those temperatures. I mean, we're going to go from a high in the neighborhood of the mid 40s Thursday afternoon to a low. What day is Thursday? What is that? That is the 18th, right? So I'm looking at my little model sheet here. So on the 18th, yeah, those winds are going to start to shift in the afternoon. So that front's going to come through probably mid-afternoon, maybe late afternoon. We'll get to 44 before that, and then the temps are going to tumble. I mean, all the way down to like 20. We're going to lose about 25 degrees there by the time we get to Friday morning. That's the flash freeze people are talking about there. And then we'll be in the mid-20s for a high on Friday. I'm missing some names here. I apologize for that. And Oshtemo, yes, I do, Dawn. Hello to you. Jim, what happened to all the snow? Well, I wouldn't count it out just yet, but we're not going to be getting any again anytime soon. We're not going to get a reload. In fact, like right now, we're not getting any, right? Hello to you, Tina in Brooklyn. Thanks for checking in. Thomas, hello, Peggy. The warmer, the better. The 40s sound amazing. I know we have to get the grill out, right? We have to fire it up. Cook some brats out there or something. Those folks down south would say we're crazy. It's like, no, it's crazy. It's not crazy cooking brats in the 40s. Kelly, it's going to be a mess with the thaw. It's going to be a lot of mud out there, that's for sure. Lori loves it. We do have all the seasons, that's for sure. It builds character, right? Lynn, hello to you. And Plainwell, actually loving the snow. Hope it stays for Santa. I got to tell you, I do too. I hope we continue to see that snow. I mean, I get it. It's hard to live with sometimes, but sure is pretty. Cheryl, good evening to you. Ryan and Jackson, let it rain. Leslie, hello to you. Lynn, so excited for warmer weather over the summer. Yes, to 40s. All right, we'll register your vote there, Lynn. Katie, hello. Ice, yeah, maybe so, some. Ken in Kalamazoo. Pam, traveling to Shipshewana tomorrow. Should be good. Should be looking good. Christina, I am doing well. Thank you so much. Bring on the snow. Well, right now we got some rain coming in here first. Robin, good evening. Ryan, polar vortex. Oh, yeah, we're not done. Kevin wants some warmth. Well, here you see on the radar right now, there's nothing going on. I meant to squeeze this back some time ago. Let's do that. There we go. All right. And now that we're really almost done, right? So here's the 7-day forecast. There really isn't much to say about the weather here over the next couple of days. Like I said, the shenanigans won't really start until we get to Thursday. It's going to be windy, by the way. I mean, we're looking at gusts 30, maybe up to 40, maybe even higher. We have a powerful area of low pressure that's going to be up to the north. And it's a time of year where we get those strong storm centers, those cyclones, and boy, they really wind up. We see that tight pressure gradient. And remember, when we talk about pressure gradient, we talk about wind. The greater the change in atmospheric pressure or barometer or barometric pressure over the shorter the space, the higher the wind. And so we have some of that action coming later on this week. Shannon, looking forward to some warmer air. Cheryl, waiting for the warm-up for sure. Sure. That's funny. You use that grill all year round. Get your money's worth out of it, right? Thanks, Bernice. You have a good night, too. Sandy, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Pam, I appreciate the appreciation. There's that 7-day. Let's go over it just real quick, and then I'm going to skate on out of here. Look at that. I'll get out before 15 minutes. What do you know? Mid-30s tomorrow. We start off chilly tomorrow. You see, though, the average temperatures there and how we compare. We're going to be warmer on Wednesday. We're going to be warmer and windy and wet on Thursday. Might have to bump that 90 up to 100. Boy, I don't like putting that 100 on there. But I will say the Weather Service is already going with that in their zone forecast. So, and if they're going with it, then, you know, that's pretty convincing. You know, I think that we could have a little light snow Friday, even into Saturday, but that's going to be light. Colder on Friday, warming up a little bit Saturday, and then a little chillier on Sunday, Monday. Let's look ahead. Remember, past 7 days, I'm not liking it too much because once you get out to 8, 9, 10 days, and certainly beyond, that is speculative. And we want to see what with our models? We want to see consistency over time. That equals confidence. So let's see. Right now, I can tell you that the signal, if you will, for next week, which is Christmas week, right? Yeah, Christmas week is next week. What? Yes, it is. Is that right? Where are we at now? It's the 15th. 22nd. Yeah. The middle of next week is Christmas. Oh my gosh, I got to start shopping. Andrea, hello to you, and Scott's. Thanks for checking in. Ron's low in the 40s. In reality, this forecast is low. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ron, David. You know, we measure what's normal, if you will, or you know what we feel is what we've had lately is what we expect. And in this case, you see the average high and the low and how that compares to our temperature. So we're going to be much closer to average. Remember, our typical high is 5 degrees warmer than freezing. So for us to have only been above freezing a couple of times since Thanksgiving is really out of the norm. So we're getting closer to normal on the forecast there. And it does look like we're going to, again, if you want to go 8, 9, 10 days out, that would suggest that we're going to be a little warmer. But we'll deal with that in time. Robin, I am keeping warm. I hope you are too. Andrea, over the snow already. Oh my gosh, girl. Well, we got a little ways to go. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. I got 9:33 on the clock, and so that means in 27 minutes I'll be live on ARC West Michigan, and at hour 27 I'll be live on the Mothership News Channel 3. If you can't catch me there, don't forget our website, wwmt.com/weather. Also, our free weather app right there on your device. Good time to have that too. Bernice, good night to you. And don't forget, we're all over social media too. News Channel 3 YouTube page, News Channel 3 Facebook page, News Channel 3 Instagram page. Of course, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads. My good buddy Jeff is going to be here bright and early. It's going to be dark when he gets here, but early. We'll just say my good buddy Jeff's going to be here very early in the morning, like always. And he's going to be dealing with new forecast data, and he's going to be applying that to our forecast tomorrow morning. But I think tomorrow's weather and Wednesday's weather is going to be fairly quiet. Those are our rest days, if you will. Those are the times for us to take a breather, and then it will start to pick up again later on in the week, but it's going to be warmer, not colder. Robin, good night to you. Thank you so much. Lori, I always appreciate that. Good night to you, Lily. Ron, severe weather Wednesday. I do not anticipate that at all. I don't think so. Not here. Let's see. Joanne, thanks. Hope you have a good night, and I appreciate that very much. Dawn, hope you have a good night. All right, everybody. If I don't see you tonight on the tube, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Again, Jeff is live from 4:30 to 9 a.m. He's got you at noon. I've got you at 5, 5:30, and 6. We'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9-ish o'clock. Thanks again, everybody. Hey, we made it past Monday. Let's get some good rest. Hit Tuesday hard. And if I don't see you on the tube, I'll catch up with you again tomorrow evening. Be safe and be patient, and have a great night.